All right, how is everybody doing? Here is the aftermath of the James Gunn announcement on his slate. And I'm going to be very candid with my thoughts here. And this is not a complete reboot. I'm going to tell you that right now. After watching his video, he made it very clear that we're going to have The Flash coming out after Shazam. And he said Shazam, and here it was interesting how he said this, that Shazam was always off to the side anyway in its own pocket, meaning Shazam could move forward. It's very clear about James Gunn that nepotism is his best friend. There is no question about it. He's going to take care of the people who suck up to him, and he's made that comment about people being easy to work with. So he was never about, like he said at the beginning, the characters and the stories. That is not what he's about. He is about taking care of those who support him. Plain and simple. He's another Hollywood shill, okay? He is just as bad as the last regime. There's no question about it. Here's what is happening. He said that The Flash is going to reboot everything, and there are some reshoots underway, and it's going to mesh into his new universe. He clearly stated that Aquaman comes out after that reset and is going to be part of his universe. He also announced that Blue Beetle is also going to be part of his universe. So they're retooling those to definitely go in the direction that James Gunn wants to go. Now, my feeling after all of this is, first of all, the Girl of Tomorrow, when all we wanted was a Man of Steel sequel, that's definitely a slap in the face. Now, I'm assuming that Sasha Calle is going to be Supergirl for that film. I do think that with whatever happens in The Flash, they're going to run with that. And they're going to have a new Superman. I don't know if they're going to introduce him in The Flash or not, but Gunn said he's not even done writing that story yet. It comes out in 2.5 years. So I'm going to show you a picture of this slate here, and I want to talk about this slate. So looking at this slate, this chapter 1 is called Gods and Monsters, and he said this is only a portion of chapter 1. He made it seem like it was a small portion of what they're going to be doing in chapter 1. And this breaks down what's going to be TV, what's going to be film. So you have Superman Legacy, which comes out July 11th of 2025, reintroducing Superman to the world. You have Lanterns, which is a live action series. That is what I'm most excited for in all of this. You have Waller, which is the Peacemaker spinoff, which I don't think a ton of people are going to be excited for that. The Authority, again, that to me seems like a waste of film. You have The Paradise Lost, a live-action series talking about Themyscira before Wonder Woman was born. Again, I don't think anybody asked for that. I'd rather have more Wonder Woman. The Brave and the Bold, which is going to be a film. And I don't know how you're going to take that whole story and jam that into one movie. And holy crap, does that need to be done seriously? And we're going to find out, we've got to find out who Batman is going to be. Because, Jason Momoa mentioned that he's filmed scenes with 2 different Batmen. I don't see this being Michael Keaton. I don't see it being Michael Keaton dealing with Damian. I could see it Ben Affleck, so maybe Ben Affleck survives. But if the rumors about the Flash movie at the end with Superman and Batman and some of those guys being, lost out into the ether, then who's it going to be? There's a lot of explanation that needs to come with this stuff. They got the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I believe it's going to be Sasha Calle, but she's getting her own film, which is interesting. You got the Booster Gold live-action TV series. Again, I don't know how many people are going to be super interested in that. The Swamp Thing, which is going to be a horror film. That could be awesome, but I got to tell you, I love the TV series. I think that the TV series that they canceled after 1 season was the best thing that DC has put out in many, many years. And I wish they would have continued with that and made that part of the overall DCU. And you got the Creature Commandos. I don't think anybody's really going to care for that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. My thoughts on this, to me it seems like they just threw mud on a wall to see what sticks. This does not seem like a cohesive plan in any way, shape, or form. Now, this is granted only part of Chapter 1. What's the rest going to look like? For them to make an announcement about this seems like just a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff. And it seems like we're having the same issues that we had with the previous regime. That they're not listening to the fans, they don't care what the fans want, that they're just going to move forward with their agenda. Like, seriously. So we're going to see what Superman Legacy actually is. It's going to be interesting to see who they cast as Superman. I do believe the door will be open to bring back the original cast from Justice League, but I don't see this being anything amazing. And I just don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. This actually left me scratching my head. I'm frustrated as a fan because yesterday I had the biggest glimpse of hope that I saw, which was a complete reboot. That would have been more acceptable to me than doing what they're doing now, where they're just throwing stuff out there. They're keeping some characters and getting rid of others. That does nothing other than divide the fan base. Like, if you were going to do this, it needed to be a complete reboot. So none of this makes any sense to me. I'm left scratching my head. Now, I will be covering everything moving forward. So if you stick to my channel, I'm still going to be covering everything DC. I will be seeing these movies. I will be watching these shows, even if I don't want to. I will be covering everything moving forward. Now, one bit of good news that we got today was Variety reported, and this wasn't talked about by James Gunn or Safran, but Superman and Lois, the CW show, is not getting canceled. They're about to start their third season, and they announced that there is possibly going to be a fourth and fifth season of that show. So that's good as well. Now, does that mean they're going to bring him in to play Superman? I don't know, because they wanted one cohesive universe. I don't know. So we're going to see moving forward where this all goes, but there are my thoughts after this first thing. I'm left more confused than before this whole thing went down. None of this makes any sense. I just don't understand what they're thinking down there. It just seems like James Gunn is very stuck on himself and what he wants to do and the people he wants to do these things with and not do service to the characters or the stories. But we'll see moving forward. I'll be there to see everything. All right, what did you guys think? We will see you in the next video.